Hi there, it's Natasha here, and my job is to help as many people as I can to negotiate the right divorce settlement. I've put together a series of informative videos covering a variety of topics to help give you a better understanding and more clarity around different areas that come with divorce. Whether you're a legal advisor or you're going through a divorce yourself, hopefully you'll find the information I'm about to share with you helpful. And today I'm going to discuss bad credit, also referred to in the financial world as adverse credit or the credit impaired. And this is where a person has a low or damaged credit score which can occur due to one or several of the following. They may have missed payments on a financial liability, and this includes but is not restricted to loans, credit cards, mobile phone contracts and mortgage borrowing. They may have arrears or defaults, having a county court judgment recorded on credit file, or entering into an individual voluntary arrangement, debt management plan or any other arrangement to pay, or if bankruptcy has occurred. And any one of these events could negatively and sometimes seriously affect credit score, which in turn can affect a person's ability to obtain credit. And in this scenario, we will look at specifically the effect it will have on mortgage borrowing. Now, I understand it can be difficult, particularly during times of divorce and separation, to keep on top of finances. I often see cases where one party is paying for the mortgage on a property their ex-spouse and children are living in, meaning that keeping on top of their own rent and liabilities can be a struggle. I've also seen instances where individuals purposefully stop paying for joint liabilities. However, what is often not considered is that the damage caused can affect both parties and should be avoided if possible. Now, I will go through each of the potential issues that can cause bad credit and discuss how each of them could affect mortgage borrowing and what to do to repair and restore a credit score for lending purposes. So firstly, let's discuss missed payments. And what's important here is how they are viewed by mortgage lenders, which can vary and often depends on the type of liability that has not been paid, as well as the number of payments missed. So, the type of liability. Mortgage lenders do look unfavourably on any secured lending which has not been maintained, and this includes missed payments on a mortgage or a secured loan. And many of your high street reputable lenders will only tolerate one missed payment along with 1 month's arrears on any secured lending in the last 12 to 24 months. This means that if 2 payments have been missed, then a waiting period of up to 2 years may be needed before being eligible for mortgage lending. If consecutive payments are missed, a waiting period will only start from the date of the last missed payment, and any arrears will need to be cleared. I must say that there are certain specialist mortgage providers, also known as adverse lenders, who do specialise with clients with poor credit. However, lending from these providers is likely to come at a premium, and this is to make up for the extra risk these providers are taking when lending to an individual with a poor payment record. Where lenders tend to be more lenient is when payments have been missed on unsecured debt, such as a loan, a credit card, mail order, or utility. And in many instances, up to 3 missed payments could be tolerated over the same period of 12 to 24 months. Now, where things start to get serious is when, after a number of missed payments, the creditor could register the account in default. And once registered as in default, lending criteria becomes more rigorous. Many lenders will only accept an applicant for lending with a maximum of 1 default noted on their credit file over the previous 3 years. And the default must be satisfied, which means it is no longer outstanding, and many lenders require the default to have been for no more than £500. If an applicant has 1 satisfied default 2.5 years ago, but it was for £600, many high street lenders could still decline an application for mortgage lending. Again, it's important to note that criteria does vary, and certain lenders are more lenient than others. As I'm sure you've concluded by now, as we go down the list of credit issues, the implications are becoming more severe. And if an individual has struggled to keep up with the payments of a particular liability, perhaps they've accumulated some arrears, in order to get back on track, an arrangement to pay may be suggested. And these types of arrangements are usually called an IVA, which is an individual voluntary arrangement, or a DMP, a debt management plan. And the vast majority of high street or reputable lenders will not consider an individual for lending whatsoever if they have one of these recorded on their credit file. Certain creditors may decide to take court action, and in these cases a county court judgment may be issued. And in these cases, and much like defaults, lenders may consider one CCJ of no more than around £500 over the previous 3 years. Furthermore, any unsatisfied CCJs will not be tolerated. Finally, if an individual has been declared bankrupt, this will affect their credit record for up to 6 years, and mortgage lenders will require all bankruptcies to be discharged. Now, as mentioned earlier, there are a number of specialist lenders who deal with individuals with impaired credit. However, for those with a particularly low credit score, the terms are likely to be unfavourable and the lending expensive. So when negotiating for divorce, it's important to try and keep on top of finances, as the consequences, if not, could be severe and long-lasting. If, following this video, you would like to instruct a mortgage capacity assessment, please download the relevant pack from our website or call me on the number showing on the screen if you have any questions. But that's all from me today. Thank you for listening. I'm Natasha, helping you negotiate the right divorce settlement.